views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee now, call 319-527-6305. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network, plus News for the Soul Broadcasting. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you amazing, fabulous, incredible, magnificent, so very loved, and darn sexy people. Woo! Happy Sunday. Okay, it's been a morning for me. I've just got Stephen's laughing already. I can hear him. It has been a morning. So I got on. Everything was great. I had my tea with Freedom, my doggie. We threw the ball a couple of times, came back, turned on the computer. Everything was fine. Went to look at something on MSN, and the whole computer froze. Turned it on, turned it off, turned it off, turned it on. Nothing would work. Firefox is frozen. So I thought, all right, well, I'll just go to my laptop, do the show from my laptop like when I travel. Laptop won't turn on. So, little things like this happen sometimes just so you can get in touch with how far you've come, right? And I thought, 2 years ago, I would be freaking out. Didn't freak out. I texted Stephen and said, we're having issues. Call me. And in the interim, I sat and I got quiet and I went, oh, my desktop, it's not going off because it's the computer. It's going off because it's Firefox. Now, those of you who are very computer savvy are laughing at me, but this is a huge breakthrough for me. So I found the icon for Chrome and pulled it up, and here we are. Still don't know what the heck is going on. Literally, my laptop is like 4 months old, I think. So it's interesting to me too. I got another new machine that I'm studying to know. And Nadia, my buddy Nadia Angelini, got me this sign for my birthday that says I can and I will. And I have it up by this new machine that I'm learning. And every time I just want to walk away, I look at that sign and go, I can and I will. And I think that's our motto for the week. I can and I will. So whatever it is that you are out there playing with in the guise of working through in your life or expanding in your life or doing something in your life, okay, I can and I will. I want to share with all of you, too, that my beautiful daughter, Gabrielle, won Best Actress at the Pasadena Film Festival for the film she co-wrote, co-directed, and stars in. She's up for the North Hollywood Festival for Best Directing, Best Acting, and Best Something Else, and just got invited to the Beverly Hills Film Festival. So it's incredibly exciting time. But what occurred to me when she won, I could literally hardly contain myself. I was jumping up and down. I was screaming. There was so much joy. My body could hardly hold it. And as I was going to sleep that night, it occurred to me, I was kind of daydreaming, musing about whenever I've won Best Actress, I didn't jump up and down. I didn't have so much joy that I could barely. It was like, that's nice. And wow, do I really deserve this? But that's nice. And so I think we should all invite ourselves to give ourselves permission to really acknowledge ourselves this week. Acknowledge everything we've done. Acknowledge the lives we've touched, right? Acknowledge how far we've come in this lifetime. And to give ourselves permission to experience that amazing, incredible joy that we have, right? Thank you to all of you that joined me for the Rules Seminar. Again, blew our socks off. I have some great testimonials from a lot of you that I'm going to use around the Rules webinar. It was amazing how much clarity we got around how to create our freedom. And how we had to be clear about which kind of person we were within the guise of making rules, following rules, all of that. So I want you to be sure and read the e-blast tomorrow, because that has expanded out even further now. A lot more information has come in. So it's really enlightening stuff. So if you want to be enlightened, read the e-blast tomorrow, because it really will expand out to give you clarity about how to have more power and more powerful control over your lives. Our next webinar is going to be April 12th, and I'm really excited about this. It's Animals, Us, and Soul Contracts. And I know this intimately in my life, guys, intimately. The different reasons that different animals, just like different partners, have come into my life to teach me, to guide me, to share with me. So Danielle McKinnon is going to be with us, who's an intuitive and an animal communicator. And I really want to know. My animals have been my best friends in my lifetime. So I'm so fascinated about bringing in this aspect of soul contracts with that. And in that note, I am going to go to the calls, because I think we have a lot to get through today. Jill in Wisconsin, we're going to start with you, baby. What's up?
Hi, I've never called your show before, so what do I do?
Well, what made you call my show, Jill?
It was something I've been thinking about doing, and then it was Sunday, and I thought, you know what, I think I'm going to try it.
Well, good. You've listened to the show then, right?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is a good refresher for everybody. I'm not a psychic. I'm not going to tell you there's a tall, dark stranger in your future, Jill.
Okay.
I'm a clairaudient channel, and my strong point, my biggest gift to all of you, is to be able to reach into your energy and give you clarity about whatever blocks you're having or whatever guidance you need.
Okay.
So I would throw it back to you now and say, what is it in your life that you want to know about the most so you can be happier or more successful or healthier? Or what subject in your life is most up for you right now?
okay, what has been in the forefront, which I really want to work on. I was born with mediumship abilities, psychic abilities, healing abilities, and I even, people are like, oh my God, I can't believe blah, blah, blah. I want to use them. I want to help people. I want to incorporate that more in my life.
Well,
I want my life to be more about that.
Then you have to get over your fear. So why are you afraid?
What am I afraid of?
Exactly. Why are you afraid of this gift?
I don't know. Do you?
Okay, well let's go back to your little girl.
Okay.
Okay, like 5 back through conception. So let me ask you, Jill, what were you taught through your church or society or your family about being able to talk to dead people and being able to bring messages in from God?
I was lucky. We didn't go to church.
Okay.
But, when I was talking to dead people when I was 5, nobody really said too much about it that I recall. Okay.
Sheets, book, song. Give me a movie. Any movie that pops into your mind.
Out of Africa.
Okay. So the channel wants you to know, because I'm an actor also, Jill. So
yeah, I'm aware of that. I was telling my daughter.
Channel talks to me through movies and things like that. So out of Africa, you're not out of your element. There's a fear that you are out of your element, or you will be perceived to be out of your element. And I'm talking to a lot of you, a lot of the people in this community do know how to channel, do know how to use a pendulum, do know how to get messages, do know how to talk to the spirit world on the other side, because it's all energy. The body just drops away, but the energy. So my channel wants you to know that you are not in any way out of your element. We are all supposed to be doing this. We all have the ability to do this, but we have been taught that it's not ours to do. Those are the highest words. And it is yours to do, Jill. I feel, and I know in every private session and on my Sunday shows, how much I help people get clarity about all this. Okay, so now they're taking me to a core belief, and these beliefs are on the sheets that I work with. The sheets are a compilation of the 25 years I've been doing this. They come with the balance program on imdwallace.com. This page here. Okay.
It was seen as if you said you had gifts, you were crazy. It wasn't acceptable where I come from, the area.
Yeah, well, your little girl is still holding that. Sweetheart. Okay, so you've got to get her on board, because all those things are pretty much completed in our brain by 5 years old, Jill.
Okay, because that's when my gifts were really strong.
And a lot of kids are still connected to the other side up to the age of about 4, and it freaks most parents out. I have a good friend they were driving along, and he was, I think, about 4, and he saw this big yellow bus, and he said, "Oh, that's like the bus that killed my last mommy."
Wow.
And proceeded to describe everything that happened, freaked her out instead of, wow, this is proof that we all still have connection to the other side. And then they call it the veil. The veil drops at around 5 or 6 years old, and we forget what we knew. So the core belief is, I'll never be good enough, so I leave. And in your instance, your little girl is going, okay, it's not really good enough, but I'm not really going to be loved enough and accepted enough if I do this. So I'm going to walk away from my gifts and not use them for a while. So you need to tell your little girl that the while is here, that she can walk back into these safely. You're going to accept her. Society accepts people all over the world now that do this. And she has this gift, and you want to partner with her to go back in, become one, integrate, so that you can go out and use these gifts in the world. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful way to start the call. Thank you for joining us. So glad to have you, Jill.
Thank you so much.
You bet. You go do what you're meant to do, baby cakes. All right, we're going to Catherine in San Francisco. Hi, honey, you're on.
Hi.
Hi.
A couple shows ago, you said the phrase "create now," and that show really hit me, and I've been thinking about that. And earlier this morning, and you talked about joy, feeling joy. So those things are kind of just like mental pictures for me. And what are my blocks of feeling it and doing it?
The world responds to your feeling more than anything else, guys.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
There are many of you that have been saying affirmations for years, and you see they may create a small shift, right? But affirmations without the feeling behind it, it is not going to create as much for you. So I've taught all of you, go to your love place. Find that place of love where as soon as you think of it, your heart opens, you experience love. That is what you want to couple with anything that you want to create. So, money, that feels like love. Healthy relationships, that feels like love. Success, that feels like love. Channeling, mediumship, like Jill just wanted to do. Her little girl and she both, and all of us have to know that when we get what we want, it feels like love. When I get the Best Actress Award, it's going to feel as great as the experience I was in for my daughter. But we've been taught it's not okay to feel that for ourselves. So, what's your specific question, Catherine? I mean, I've answered part of it. Is that you've got to bring the feeling.
It doesn't turn into action after that.
Well, when I say that you've been in a state of love, though, I get no. You see, saying I'm in a state of love is not being in a state of love. So tell me what your love place is.
I do different pets and different family members and different children.
Okay, I want you to pick one thing that just lights up your heart. One thing. What would it be? Pick one pet.
Oh, okay, my first pet.
Okay, that's it. That's what you stick with. There's a lot of the other stuff that you go to kind of has mixed energy, you know, in it. Like, I love them, but I love them if. I love them for the first, then there's all this other stuff. So your first pet, unconditional love.
It's a very little kid. Yeah, very small.
Yes,
child.
yes. Can you remember just the pure love and fun you had with that pet? Okay. Now, what's something you want to create?
A resume.
Okay. And the resume is so that you can get yourself out into the work field?
Yes. A different work.
Okay. So why you want to just stick with the feeling of love with a pet and the resume and putting yourself out there. You see, you start going into all this mental, Catherine, about, well, what if, and what if I don't, and that's the first sure sign that you're in your mind and not your heart.
Okay.
Because the mind is created to doubt. If Jill wants to walk out and do mediumship for people, she cannot doubt that she does this. Because as soon as the doubt comes in, the channel closes. Because you're in your mental mind. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it starts spinning.
So why are you afraid? What's the biggest fear of putting yourself out into this new work world?
I guess nothing would happen, comes up, and I can't do it, would come up.
Yeah. Okay. So they took me to the core belief, God betrays me or I betray me.
Oh.
So your fear is that the world, ergo God in some way, will betray you by not coming through for you. But what the channel wants you to understand is that you're betraying yourself with that fear that's keeping you from going out and doing it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I come forward for me, God comes forward, the force, universal love, whatever term you're comfortable with, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the whole universe is coming forward for Catherine as soon as Catherine commits.
Okay.
And it's going to be a lot easier for you to hold on to that commitment when you feel the love and the excitement around doing it. Do you understand?
Yeah, I've always understood it, but the feeling part of it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, everybody, sometimes I think it's just too easy for you. Love creates everything, heals everything. If you have a question about how to do something or fix something or heal something or create something, your answer is to go to love first. Okay? All right, my darling. Thank you for that beautiful reminder. I'm going to say it till I drop. Miss Vicky, what's up, girl?
Hi, Dee. Thank you for taking my call again. I was listening to you a couple of weeks ago on my iPod when I was working out, and a possible core belief popped into my head, and I wanted to get some clarification, if I could.
Sure.
We moved here to the South Carolina mountains about 10 years ago, and it's where a lot of people come to retire, build their dream house, and enjoy the rest of their lives. And I've been seeing people over the past 10 years who do this, and they're so excited and happy, and they get ill as soon as they move into their dream house, and they pass within a year. So I am wondering if I have a core belief that if you get what you want and you have and something that you wanted for a long time and you're really happy, maybe too happy, you get ill and pass. I'm wondering if that's in me.
Well, what the channel is saying is that it's in everybody.
Oh.
It's kind of the way our society is set up. You work all your life like a dog, right? The harder you work, the better a person you are. Okay. And you finally get to retirement, and you finally get to relax, and then society teaches you you're done. Most of the time, you're done. So, there's two things. One thing is, it's interesting that you guys are starting your life, starting your businesses, are in the prime of your life, and you're living in a place where people come to finish their lives.
Yes, there's some
Okay.
truth to that, right?
So they want you to be very clear not to pick up that energy.
Yeah.
Okay? And there was, they're yelling in my head, one at a time, please. There was something else, core belief here. When I'm connected to my I am presence, I'm not safe. Okay, so let me explain what that means. When I am really connected to the God of me, right, that creates me, I'm not safe. And why that has to do with this part is by the time we've lived all our life and we get older and build our dream house, right, and we get all of our ducks in an order, by then we go, wow, I can look back and see how I've created my life and how I have been in charge of my life and how I have been the God of me. And now it's time to die. And so we have inadvertently made that connection. And what they want everybody to know is creation never ends. Creation never ends. You, like Einstein, want to create, whether it's creating ease and joy and playing with grandkids and resting, creation, you are never done. Your body may be done, but the minute your body leaves, you go, oh my gosh, my body's gone. What can I create now? So this is lighting up in you, Vicki, so that you and everybody can go, okay, where can I get excited about creating now?
I'm there. Yeah, I'm
okay, because
working on it.
When we're not excited about creating something, again, it can be baking cookies, kids in the neighborhood. When we're not excited about something, that is energetic death. So, building my dream house and dying within a year is just a metaphor for, gosh, I've done it all. I'm over. I have no purpose anymore. I might as well stop creating, and I die.
Okay,
Is this resonating? Is this resonating with you? Okay. So the trick for all of us, the challenge, the secret, is to just stay excited about creating whatever it is we want to create. Got it?
Yes, it should be very easy to do that.
Well, it is
Yeah.
easy to do that as long as we don't buy into this unspoken rule of society that at 50 you start getting old, 60-something you retire, spend a few years traveling, and then wait.
Yeah.
Then you wait to die. That's an unspoken rule in our country especially. In the world somewhat, but in our country especially. Right? And then how then can we celebrate, back to my Gabby story, how can we celebrate and be excited for our continuing expansion while we're buying into that unspoken rule subconsciously, right?
Yeah.
So my advice is get up every morning and go, what do I gloriously get to create today, even if it's taking a day off and doing nothing? Because you need that balance too. But that's still creating, right?
Yeah.
Still creating.
Yeah.
All right, my love. Thank you. That was awesome discernment for me, and I'm sure for a lot of other people. All righty. Let's see. Let's go to Kim in Phoenix. Hi, you're on.
Hello, Dee, and congrats to Gabby on the awards. That's amazing. Yay.
I know. Thank you.
You bet.
It was a moment. It sure was. What can we do for you, baby cakes?
I need some discernment. From the webinar, we were talking about the tightness in my back, and you said I'm in resistance. I worked with myself and it went away, but then the last couple of days it's been in my right foot, and I know right foot is about moving forward.
Yeah, what's the resistance, Kim? What's the resistance to moving forward? And they gave it to me really clearly, so I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to be able to handle it all. And it's affecting you bringing a job in. Your cancer didn't have anything to do with you handling stuff. But somehow you kind of connected, I must have been trying. This has been going on many past lives with you, and big time since you were a little girl. You just felt like you've had to handle too much.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your dog in the background?
Oh, yes, my roommate's dog in the background.
Well, good, because that little dog is going, yes, yes, yes. So, Kimmy, I want you to know you can handle it all.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to claim that and know that, and sure help your little girl work through that. Help your little girl know that she can handle it all in a joyful, healthy, balanced way.
Wow, I thought I was working on it with her. Maybe I got to be a little more conscious about doing that with her. Okay.
Yes, you have been doing that with her, but not quite as clearly as what we just got to.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
All right.
They want to give you a specific now on what your little girl is afraid. Well, the first word they give me is time, that you're not going to have enough time for yourself. You're not going to have enough time to do what Kim wants to do if you get this full-time job that you're creating right now.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to have all the time you need because you know how to balance and you know how to expand time. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else? Okay. Go get that job. It's like hanging literally feet from you, Kim.
Yeah, and that one company that I really wanted to work with that I didn't get the opportunity, there's another opportunity that opened up, and of course I applied for it, and I'm really interested in that one. And there's a couple others too. So
you get yourself in alignment with, when I get this job, it feels like love, and I'm going to have all the time in the world to create me. Get yourself in alignment with that, so that those jobs can line up with you. All right, baby. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
You bet. You have to understand, if you say this is what I want and you put your focus on it, you have to be in alignment with getting it. And what does that mean? That means there can't be you and your little girl, you and your teenager fighting each other with opposing belief systems. That all of you gets integrated into, I want it, I need it, I deserve it, I attract it, I never have a problem with it, and I'm able to have it. Okay, we're going to Sandy and Raleigh. Hi, babe. You're on.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for taking my call.
I'm fabulous, and you're welcome. What can we do for you?
Well, I had a specific, and with everybody talking today, it's just kind of like, so many questions came up. So I think what I want to see if you have anything that comes through. The one is I've been experiencing a lot of numbness in my hands and arms, which you had talked to someone else earlier about some health things, and so that may be the answer. But
okay, well, that's where we're going for. That's the key into everything else, Sandy.
Okay.
Now, I have to legally state I am not a doctor. Anything that I'm getting to is an energetic message from the channel. But I will say, guys, if you have numbness in your arms and your hands, you probably want to see a doctor. Okay? Now, they're also showing me, Sandy, like the spinal column right where your neck goes into your shoulders, which is like a place, I can't remember if that's the atlas but it's when that place gets stuck or squeezed, it can cause that similar feeling in your hands and your arms. So you might want to check in with a chiropractor or a good osteopath for alignment. You also, everybody, can say, okay, I'm directing my spine and all the muscles around it, everything to be straight and aligned up and in balance, and see your spine, because they're showing me a little bit of a right around that area in your neck where it kind of throws it off to the right. When you go into that area, what does it feel like right at the like a couple of discs down from where your neck goes into your shoulders?
Yeah, it's all blocked and heavy right now. I can feel it.
Well, that's what I'm getting. A lot of this is from. If you can get that area aligned, you might get some relief. But again, guys, any kind of numbness in your extremities is not normal, and you want to check it out.
Yeah.
Hold on. They want to give you a core belief now that goes along with that. Here. Hold on a minute. Here. Okay. I'm scared to death to go. And the to go thing is I'm scared to death to go into, there's some expansion that you're thinking about in your life. Like expanding your job or expanding a relationship or getting out there more, expanding yourself. Do you know what I'm referring to?
Yeah, it's getting out there more.
Okay, why?
Getting out there with the channeling.
Okay. So, guys, this is how it works. I know I channel. I know I help people. I know I am hearing the truth. My fear of getting out there and doing that because I might be wrong or I might be judged or whatever, that literally stops my energy flow. It blocks it, right?
Yep.
And when our energy flows get blocked, then things like numbness can absolutely show up because our energy has been blocked. It can't flow. Okay? So your body then has to go, wow, how can I get this message to Sandy? Right?
Yeah.
How can I get her to realize she's blocking the flow of expanding out where she wants to be? Well, I guess I'll screw something up here so that she wakes up and ask somebody about it or go see a doctor about it. But somehow I've got to get her attention. Okay?
Yep. The body speaks
guys,
to us.
If
Loud and clear.
you bet messages from the body are trying to tell you, look where your energy is out of alignment. Okay, baby?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
right.
Thank you so much.
You bet. You bet.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Dee-wa, what's up?
Hi there, Dee. Well, okay, here we go. Go right into it. When you're talking about your body, for about 2 or 3 months, the whole left side of my body, I have an issue with my left foot. The metatarsal bone keeps slipping out. My left shoulder has had a pain in it. The chiropractor said there was a bone that was pulled apart. And I have a sore throat on my left side only, and my left ear is stuck. So I know that's the feminine side. And the movie that keeps coming up over this whole issue is Gone with the Wind. And I know that as industrious as Scarlett O'Hara was and as capable as she was, it all boiled down to marrying a rich man.
Yes. And so,
I want to lose that belief totally. And
well, what the belief represents, Dika, is a much bigger belief, is I'm not my own God. I'm not my own creator. And it's just time for the feminine to come forward and go, man, I got to be an equal partner here. You know, I absolutely have to join with my power side, because the feminine side is where we get our instinct and our intuition and our divine hits. And then we take it to our power side and go, let's go. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you shutting off your feminine side, Dika?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, go back to your childhood.
Actually, I was strong, capable, and I didn't particularly listen to anybody. And then I guess my stepfather came into my life around, 4 or 5, and I guess I got, hit, beat, shut down, something like that.
Yeah, you got your creation taken away from you. You see, when you were young, and this applies to all of us guys, when we're young, we come in, we know we're the center of the universe, we know we're God energy. We come in powerful. You watch any toddler, man, they know how powerful they are. And then society, one way or another, in order to make us fit in, they take away our power. Your stepdad happened to take it away in a more grandiose, negative fashion than a lot of us, but we all get the same message one way or the other, Dika. So what the channel wants you to know is, when you were that powerful, I didn't really listen to anybody person, your feminine side was full on out creating for you, even though it felt like what we perceive as male powerful energy. So your job is to not be your stepdad now.
Oh, no, I'll never be him.
Well, you are if you're holding yourself back in judgment for your feminine side. then you're doing exactly what your dad did to you. And we all are, guys. Where are we still playing out the limiting message to ourselves? Where are we still playing that out? Instead of integrating all of us, our little child, our teenager, our adult selves, and all of those on any time-space continuums in any past, present, or future lives we exist in. We want all of us to come together. Whoa, I just got really dizzy. We must have just done a big one. We want all of us. We are demanding, commanding, directing all of us be integrated now into the ultimate God balance of masculine, feminine energy in creation. And that means, I often start with my heart is open front and back and merged with my whole brain, not the mind, but the brain. Because when we are going to our heart, which is the feminine, getting the highest information, taking it then to the masculine, our brain, around how to create this in the world, then we have the one powerful package of integration that we need. Are you with me, Dika?
All right there, girlie.
Okay. So really take a week to embrace and celebrate your feminine.
Okay.
You remember how much you brought the feminine in acting class, right?
Oh, yes, which I so loved so much.
Okay, that is how you want to do life.
Okay.
Now, did you get that concept?
I'm feeling into it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling into it.
Okay.
And I'll carry you in my heart this week. Thank you.
You bet, Dika. Lovely to hear from you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to Luz in Massachusetts. Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
Hi, Dee. How are you?
Very good, but get off speakerphone, woman.
I just did.
There, good.
My question is what I have noticed about myself. When I'm learning a new task at work, I know that's what I want to do. I know that's what I want to learn. And I know I have the capacity and the ability to do it. But I keep gaming in my mind, like, oh, this is a lot. This is a lot to learn. This is a lot to do, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so Luz, they're saying to you that is your understanding of how you can feel important. If it's harder and you get through it, that's what your little girl learned was, oh, I'm really special if I can do that. So go back to when you were little. What was the greatest challenge you had to learn? Are you there?
Yes, what you say resonates.
Okay, when you were a little girl, what is the greatest challenge you had in learning something? Was it learning English? Was it math? What was it?
No, because I came to this country as an adult and I really enjoy it and I liked it, so it wasn't hard at all. And math, I was really good at math all my life.
Okay, when you were a little girl, Luz, you're not following me. When you were a little girl, like 5 years old or earlier, what did you have to master that made you feel important, or that your mom and dad said, oh my God, look at what she's done?
But nothing comes to mind. But the only thing I was doing at that age, it was like playing games, playing baseball, and playing, and helping my mother doing dishes and stuff in the house.
Okay. I'm just going to leave you with this. There is a belief that you have that struggle. In other words, I can do anything, but if I struggle to do it, I'm going to feel more powerful.
So
Hold
it
on.
has nothing to do.
Hold on. Now they're taking me to a core belief. This page here. No. Okay. Now these aren't the right words, but the core belief is when I'm loved, I'm depressed. They want to replace those words. When I love myself, I need to struggle. So any way you look at it, the channel is inviting you to experience the power of who you are with ease and effortlessness and joy. And I'm saying this to all of us. Back to my morning with the computers, right? Struggle is counterintuitive to creation. Do you understand?
And I know that. And that's what I keep telling myself. And I have like a mantra. But
again, what does the universe and you and your little girl respond to most? Feeling. So when you get to learning all this stuff, I just want you to go to your love place and go, oh, that's what it feels like to learn all this stuff. Okay, let's go. Because the more you set up for yourself the struggle, in order to feel the importance of finally getting through, the harder you make your creative process, Luz. Okay?
So what I'm getting from what you say is that for me, learning something I have related to a struggle.
You have related feeling powerful with a struggle. Okay, they're going to give it to you in an even simpler way. Everything that you are working on to learn, know that you learn it as easy as math. Accept that, expect that, and be willing to feel your power around how easy it is instead of how difficult and challenging it is. And I'm saying this to all of us in the creation of our lives, whether we're trying to build a website, write a book, learn how to channel, take our mediumship out into the world, be an actor successfully. Whatever it is, struggle is going to push away the outcome that we want. To feel powerful with ease and effortlessness and joy and love, that will help your creation expand exponentially and show up faster. All right, baby. Thank you for calling in.
Welcome. Thank you. Love you.
I love you too. All right. Wow. We got a lot of discernment today. And there was a theme, but I'm not quite sure what the theme is. So, sheets, book, song, movie. Okay, well, they took me right to ET, and surprisingly enough, I don't go to ET that often. But the theme of today is in the creation process, again, keep your heart open, go to love, and that will get you home to the creation that you want and are intending to get to. Keep your heart open, stay in love, keep your heart light on. That will get you home. Connect that open heart and that love with the money, with the success, with the job, right? Not that, oh, I got to get this and I got to make this happen, right? But with the joy of the ease that it already is. And that's what we claim with an open heart. And so it is. Okay. I remind you again, read the e-blast tomorrow. You're going to get a lot of discernment about different places in your life. I love you guys. Until we meet again, love yourselves. Love yourselves and love yourselves more. Feel it right now. Woohoo! Yippee! Because that's what it's all about.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at IamDeeWallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, UBN Universal Broadcasting Network, plus News for the Soul Broadcasting. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.